The second day of G20 Tourism Working Group meeting is underway in Srinagar. The meetings are being held at Sher-e-Kashmir International Conference Centre in Srinagar from 22nd to 24th of May. The first day of G20 tourism meeting began on 22nd as a large delegation arrived at Sheikhul Alam International Airport in Srinagar despite a boycott call from China and Pakistan. India is hosting a significant international event in Jammu and Kashmir after the abrogation of Article 370. The excitement of authorities over Kashmir's role in India's G20 presidency is palpable. Joining us at this point in time is my colleague Aditya Raj Kaul, I beg your pardon, who's an executive editor at TV9. Aditya, I want to begin by asking, how's the second day looking like? How's it unfolded so far? What's on the agenda?
Well, this is the first such international event which is being organized from the G20 platform here in Jammu and Kashmir. A lot of excitement, a lot of color here because the focus has been on tourism and culture. And almost more than 100 delegates participated in this three-day event. Today is the second day. A lot of focus on tourism, bringing in cinema. Both Indian and foreign cinema here in Jammu and Kashmir has been the focus as well. We just minutes ago spoke to the Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha as well as the India's chief coordinator for G20, Harshvardhan Shringla, who briefed the media persons on how much of a success this event has been. Let's also remember that Jammu and Kashmir has been a conflict-ridden state where there's been continuous Pakistan-sponsored terrorism. But even though there were threats from Pakistan, from Pakistani terror groups, very angry, atrocious statements coming in from Bilawal Bhutto and others, yet this event has been a massive success. So clearly today the working group meeting at the Sherpa track of G20 happened, and tomorrow also this is going to continue. They are witnessing Jammu and Kashmir, which is often referred to as paradise on earth. And getting to know how beautiful this location is and how difficult this was to organize, but yet it has been a massive success. It is the first ever such international event which is taking place here in Srinagar. And these G20 countries are not just the official representatives. There are several unofficial representatives who have also come, for instance, tour operators, trade delegations and others, including that from Saudi Arabia and Turkey. China did boycott this event at the behest of Pakistan, but certainly overall this G20 event has been a success. We'll have to wait and watch. Will this be first of many such events that really take place in the Kashmir Valley?
Right. Aditya, before you joined us, it's good to see you joining in from Srinagar. You've definitely got better weather than we have here in Noida. But yeah, I think tomorrow you'll come and experience the Noida weather in person. But before I let you go, just before you joined us, we were doing the story on how Indians have spent about $27 billion on international travel. So I think the task for the G20 is very well cut out, and maybe you should be a brand ambassador for that while you're there in Srinagar and get those $27 billion to come and visit Srinagar and Jammu and Kashmir.
Absolutely, absolutely. I would love to be the brand ambassador, but certainly the weather behind me is, something that we in Noida really crave for. But Karthik, what I can tell you is that a lot of focus has been on investments as well. And Jammu and Kashmir, as you know, has had trade MOUs with UAE. A lot of malls from MR Group and others are being constructed. At least there's been a pledge that's been made in Srinagar. And apart from that, one should realize that the tourism has seen a boom in Jammu and Kashmir over the last 2 to 3 years, post-pandemic era. Only last year we had 1.8 million tourists really coming in here to Jammu and Kashmir. And this year, with the Amarnath Yatra also beginning in a month from now, the numbers are going to be much higher.
Right, Aditya, apart from, what the government is doing in investing in infrastructure, etc., do you see some private investments also coming in, especially in the capital, Srinagar and surrounding areas, in terms of hospitality, hotels, food joints? Are we seeing any of that infrastructure, which is usually on account of private investments also getting built in the state?
Well, yes. Immediately after the 370 abrogation that happened on 5th August 2019, a lot of focus has been on private investments really coming in. A lot of MOUs have been signed in events both in Jammu and Kashmir as well as Delhi and Mumbai. I can tell you, yesterday I was speaking with the chief of the owner of the Lalit Hotel Groups, which has the largest hotel here in Jammu and Kashmir, the Lalit Grand Palace. And she said that, the tourist season is, the biggest right now, and they're keen on starting many more projects here in Kashmir. We know for sure that the Apollo Group and several other, hospital chains in, India are also keen on starting their businesses and operations in Jammu and Kashmir. So yes, investments is something that Jammu and Kashmir government and several private players have been interested in. But one should also realize that this has been a security state in many ways because of the Pakistan-sponsored terrorism. So one factor that has been on the mind of these private investors has been the security scenario. But the government has been telling them that security would be provided, and the security graph statistically has come down drastically and dramatically in the last 4 years. So let's hope that the G20 really gives that boost to this investment, and both at tourism and hospitality.
Absolutely. Hopeful that the G20 travel working group's meeting in Kashmir is going to boost and prop up tourism prospects in the valley. We will, of course, keep tracking the meeting that ends on 24th of May.